Greetings, students. In my previous lecture, I have discussed with you the value method of the sales variance analysis. And in this lecture, I will discuss with you the profit method of the sales variance analysis. First of all, where you can apply this profit method to calculate the sales variance. If you want to calculate the sales variance according to the profit method, first of all, you have the cost per unit. You have to calculate the first profit per unit, then you can apply this profit method of the sales variance analysis. Now under the profit method, we will calculate these five variances. First of all, we will calculate the total sales margin variance. The formula to calculate the total sales margin variance is a actual profit minus the budgeted profit. So first of all, you have to calculate the actual profits and the budgeted profit. And to calculate the profits, you have to calculate the actual profit per unit and the budgeted profit per unit. When you will multiply the actual quantity with the actual profit per unit, you will get the actual profit. And when you will multiply the standard quantity with the standard profit per unit, then you will get the budgeted profit, and when you minus the budgeted profit from the actual profit, you will get the total sales margin variance. Now the second is a sales margin variance due to the selling price. To calculate the sales margin variance due to the selling price, we will take only the selling prices, not the profit. So the formula to calculate the sales margin variance due to the selling price is a actual quantity multiplied by actual selling price minus standard selling price. Now third one is a sales margin variance due to the volume. To calculate the sales margin variance due to the volume, we will take the standard profit per unit, multiply with the actual quantity minus the standard quantity. Next is a sales margin variance due to the sales mix. To calculate the sales margin variance due to the sales mix, first of all, you have to calculate the revised standard quantities. How you will calculate these revised standard quantity? What you will do, I have already discussed with in my previous lectures how to calculate these revised standard quantities. What you have to do, you have to multiply the standard quantity of a particular product with the total actual quantity and divide it with the total standard quantity, and you will get the revised standard quantity. Now the formula is standard profit per unit multiplied by actual quantity minus revised standard quantity. And the last formula in this method is a sales margin variance due to the sales quantity. The formula is standard profit per unit multiplied by revised standard quantity minus standard quantity. The total sale margin variance is equal to the total of sales margin variance due to selling price or a sales margin variance due to the volume. And sale margin variance due to the volume, answer will equal to the total of a sale margin variance due to the sale mix and sales margin variance due to the sales quantities. Now with the help of this problem, we will learn how to calculate these variances, sales variances according to the profit method. What is the problem? Problem is Modern Toys Limited had the following budgeted and actual sales for the March 2016. And in the problem there are three toys A, B and a C. Budgeted sale of the toys in a units, selling price per unit budgeted, actual sales in a unit, actual selling price per unit is a given, and also the cost per unit is also given, because according to the profit method you should have the cost per unit because you have to calculate the profit per unit. So first of all, we will calculate the profits per unit. There are three toys A, B and C. First of all, calculate the budgeted profit per unit. Budgeted selling price is a 50 minus cost per unit is a 45. So 5 is a budgeted profit per unit of a toy A. Selling price of toy B, budgeted selling price is 100, cost is 85. So 15 per unit is a budgeted profit for toy B. Selling price of toy C is a 75. Cost per unit is a 65. So rupees 10 per unit is a budgeted profit for the toy C. Now you will have to calculate the actual profits per unit. Actual selling price of toy A is 55. Cost per unit is a 45. So 10 is a actual profit per unit for toy A. Selling price of toy B is a 95. Cost is a 85. So rupees 10 is also the actual profit for toy B. Selling price of C, actual selling price of C is a 78 and cost per unit is a 65. So 13 is a actual profit per unit for the toy C. Now we will calculate all the formulas of the sales variance according to the profit method with the help of this information. First is total sale margin variance. The formula is actual profit minus the budgeted profit. So you will have to take the actual quantities A, B and C. Actual quantity of A is 1000. Actual profit per unit is 10 minus budgeted quantity is 900 and budgeted profit per unit is 5. And when you multiply 1000 with the 10 you get the 10,000 and 900 with the 5 you will get the 4500. So when you will minus that 10,000 from when you will minus the 4500 from the 10,000 you will get the first sales margin variance of A is 5500. Next B. Actual quantity of B is 700. Profit 10 minus budgeted quantity 650. Profit 15. 700 multiplied by 10 7,000. You will get the minus 2750. Next, actual quantity of C is 1100. Selling price is 13. Budgeted quantity 1200. Selling price is, not selling price, budgeted profit per unit is 10. And the answer is 2300. And when you will total all these three, you will get the 5050, which is a favorable. Now our second formula is sales margin variance due to selling price. Formula we already discussed is a actual quantity multiplied by actual selling price minus budgeted selling price. A, B and C. Actual quantity is 1000. Actual selling price 55. Budgeted selling price 50. Answer is 5000. Actual quantity of B is 700. Actual selling price 95. Budgeted selling price 100. Minus 3500. Actual quantity of C is 1100. Actual selling price 78. Budgeted selling price 75. 3300 positive. And when you will total these three, you will get a 4800, which is a favorable. Now third variance is a sales margin variance due to volume. The formula is a standard profit per unit multiply actual quantity of sales minus budgeted quantities of sale. A, B, C. Standard profit per unit of A is 5 multiplied by actual quantity is 1000 units. Standard quantity is 900 units. Answer is 500. Now standard profit per unit for B is 15. Actual quantity of B is 700. Standard quantity of B is 650. Answer is 750. Now for a C, standard profit per unit for a C is 10. Actual quantity of C is 1100. Standard quantity of C is 1200 minus 1000. And when you will total these three, you will get 250, which is favorable. Now fourth is sales margin variance due to sales mix. To calculate the sales margin variance due to sales mix, first of all, we have to calculate the revised standard quantity of A, B and C. Revised standard quantity A. The standard quantity of A is 900 multiplied by total of actual quantity 2800 divided by total of standard quantity 2750, and the answer is 916.36 units. Now for a B, standard quantity of B is 650 multiply total actual quantity 2800 divided by total standard quantity 2750, and the answer is 661.8. Now for a C, standard quantity of C is 1200, total of actual quantity 2800, total of standard quantity 2750, and the answer is 1221.8 units. Now with the help of these revised standard quantities, we will calculate the sales margin variance due to the sale mix. Formula is standard profit per unit multiply actual quantity of sales minus the revised standard quantity. Now A, B and C. Standard profit per unit of A is 5, B is 15, C is 10. And the actual quantity of A 1000 units, B 700 units, C 1100 units. minus revised standard quantity we already calculated 916.36, 661.8, 1221.8, and the answer is 418.18, 572.72, and here minus 1218.18, and when you will total these three, you will get the 2227.28 minus, which is unfavorable. Now next our formula is sales margin variance due to the sales quantities. Formula is standard profit per unit multiplied by revised standard quantity minus standard quantity. 5, 15, 10, 916.36, 661.8, 1221.8 minus standard quantities 900, 650 and 1200. Answer is 81.81, 177.27, 218.18, and when you will total these three, you will get the answer is 477.27. So these are the different formulas to calculate the sales variance according to the profit method. Now this was the last topic of the variance analysis, and in my all lectures of the variance analysis I have tried my best to teach you how to calculate the different variance analysis. We have learned how to calculate the material variances, how to calculate the labor variances, how to calculate the fixed overhead variances, variable overhead variances, and the sales margin variance. So these are the different formulas. Thank you.